Chapter 1. Bad Temper. There once was a little boy who had a bad temper. His father gave him a bag of nails and told him that every time he lost his temper, he must hammer a nail into the back of the fence. The first day, the boy had driven 37 nails into the fence. Over the next few weeks, as he learned to control his anger, the number of nails hammered daily gradually dwindled down. He discovered it was easier to hold his temper than to drive those nails into the fence. Finally, the day came when the boy didn't lose his temper at all. He told his father about it, and the father suggested that the boy now pull out one nail for each day that he was able to hold his temper. The days passed, and the boy was finally able to tell his father that all the nails were gone. The father took his son by the hand and led him to the fence. He said, "You have done well, my son, but look at the holes in the fence. The fence will never be the same. When you say things in anger, they leave a scar. Just like this one. You can put a knife in a man and draw it out. It won't matter how many times you say I'm sorry. The wound is still there."
Chapter 2. Happiness not given by others. Only those who are capable of being alone are capable of love. The capacity to be alone is the capacity to love. It may look paradoxical to you, but it is not. It is an existential truth. Only those people who are capable of being alone are capable of love, of sharing, of going into the deepest core of the other person, without possessing the other, without becoming dependent on the other, without reducing the other to a thing, and without becoming addicted to the other. They allow the other absolute freedom, because they know that if the other leaves, they will be as happy as they are now. Their happiness cannot be taken by the other, because it is not given by the other. Chapter 3. Hard work and smart work. Mukesh and Anil joined a company together a few months after their graduation from university. After a few years of work, their manager promoted Mukesh to a position of senior sales manager, but Anil remained in his entry-level junior sales officer position. Anil developed a sense of jealousy and disgruntlement, but continued working anyway. One day, Anil felt that he could not work with Mukesh anymore. He wrote his resignation letter, but before he submitted it to the manager, he complained that management did not value hard-working staff, but promoted only the favored. The manager knew that Anil worked very hard for the years he had spent at the company, even harder than Mukesh, and therefore he deserved the promotion. So, in order to help Anil to realize this, the manager gave Anil a task. Go and find out if anyone is selling watermelons in town. Anil returned and said, "Yes, there is someone." The manager asked, "How much per kg?" Anil drove back to town to ask and then returned to inform the manager. "They are R1350 per kg." The manager told Anil, "I will give Mukesh the same task that I gave you. Please pay close attention to his response." So the manager said to Mukesh, in the presence of Anil, "Go and find out if anyone is selling watermelons in town." Mukesh went to find out, and on his return he said, "Manager, there is only one person selling watermelons in the whole town. The cost is R49.0 each watermelon and R32.50 for a half melon. He sells them at R13.50 per kilo when sliced. He has in his stock 93 melons, each one weighing about 7 kilos. He has a farm and can supply us with melons for the next 4 months at a rate of 102 melons per day at R27.0 per melon. This includes delivery. The melons appear fresh and red with good quality, and they taste better than the ones we sold last year. He has his own slicing machine and is willing to slice for us free of charge. We need to strike a deal with him before 10 a.m. tomorrow, and we will be sure of beating last year's profits in melons by R223.000. This will contribute positively to our overall performance, as it will add a minimum of 3.78% to our current overall sales. Target. I have put this information down in writing and is available on spreadsheet. Please let me know if you need it, as I can send it to you in 15 minutes.
Anil was very impressed and realized the difference between himself and Mukesh. He decided not to resign but to learn from Mukesh. As we begin this fresh year, let this story help us keep in mind the importance of going an extra mile in all our endeavors. You won't be rewarded for doing what you're meant to do. You only get a salary for that. You're only rewarded for going an extra mile, performing beyond expectations. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get more such moral stories.